Hello everyone and welcome to tonight's live. How are we all keeping? Sorry, I'm just trying to get dust off of this laptop. It's been so long since it's been used. Um, so how have we all been keeping? We'll just give it a few minutes for people to start filtering in. Um, I hope we've all been doing well. There's a notification going out, so people hopefully should start turning up. And we'll see how things go. So it's very, very chilly here. It was minus 4 degrees last night. Um, so yeah, so I hope you're all nice and warm wherever you are. It has been very, very cold here the last few days. Steel helmet Stan. Well, hey there. Hello, how are you, Stan? Hope you're keeping well. Be careful on that bicycle in the morning if you're going out to work or if you're going doing anything on it. It is very, very frosty out there, guys. Pardon me. It is very, very frosty out there. I'm feeling warm inside because you're here. Hello, Herefordshire Regimental Museum. Hello, how are you? Matthew Hall. Hello, guys. How are you, Matthew? I'm sat next to the fire on the bike in the morning. Very, very slippy. Yeah. This morning it's very, very slippy. Yeah, it's treacherous out there. It was minus 4 last night. There was a couple of cars got turned upside down locally. No one was hurt though, thankfully, but all good. Good evening, salute from the radio nerd in Sweden, or from Sweden. Hello, Sweden. How are you doing? It's a bit like the Olympics, or not the Olympics. Eurovision. And now for the results in Sweden. Hello, Sweden. Come in, Sweden. Yeah, so what have I been up to? Yesterday I had a filming day. Lots and lots of filming. We are to the end of our series. There's one more left with Herefordshire Regimental Museum. Danny Reese. Yeah, so there's one more of those videos left. If any of you haven't subscribed yet to Danny and Herefordshire Regimental Museums, please go do it. So yesterday we had a filming day. So we have lots and lots of videos coming up, including this one here behind me. If Jim of the Timbers comes in, because I know he's been anticipatively awaiting that video to come up. So so there we go. Gary Hall, hello guys. I've just bought a World War II 5-pouch Swedish ammo belt. Got it for £30. Very well done, Stan. Very well. You do have a bit of a Swedish collection, though, don't you? I don't have any. I don't have any Swedish stuff actually. Sorry to tell you the truth. I have been starting to get my Christmas parcels out though. One went today. Sorry, two went today. So I'll try and get a few more out now during the week. So hopefully, those of you that are expecting gifts off me and presents off me, you shall get them shortly. But yeah, sorry, I just an interesting little thing that came up today. If any of you have been watching the TV series Rogue Heroes about the SAS in North Africa, it's got mixed reviews. I know Paddy Main's family had a big article in the Telegraph or one of those papers, basically slating how he was being portrayed in the TV series, but it hasn't been confirmed that there will be a season 2 coming out. When it'll come out, I have no idea, but it has been confirmed that there will be a season 2 coming out. Hello, Gary Kenny. Hi, how are you doing? Still have a stand. This should almost finish off my Swedish setup. Oh, very cool. Very, very good. David. Hello there, mate. Hello, David. How are you? David, hi. Gary, hi. Stan, how's things? David, this fella is here. The Daily Mail was obsessed with that show. Yeah, good, Gary, mate. I see a story that one of the families didn't like it. Open fire. Yeah, it's not the families didn't like it. Paddy Main is the main, the Irish character in it. But, Paddy Main is an enigma, shall we say. He played rugby for Ireland. Like some people in the book say he's a staunch Protestant and Unionist and stuff like that. Well, he wouldn't have been much of a staunch Unionist if he played rugby for Ireland, the Republic of Ireland, at the time, because Ireland, the rugby team is different. The rugby team is a bit strange, whereas it encompasses all of Ireland. His best friend was a Catholic from the south. Unfortunately, was killed during the war. A guy by the name of Ian McGonigal. There's a big question about his sexuality. There's a big question that he was a bit of a psychopath. But in all accounts, when you read and you talk to, there's no veterans left as one actually. But when you talk to veterans and you see videos of the originals and they're talking about Paddy Mayne, they loved him. They really, really did. They would follow him to hell and back, as one of them said, because if he got you there, he'd get you back, or he tries his best to get you back. But yeah, the TV series has him done up really, really, really badly. They've taken the stereotypical drunken Irishman and ran with it, and the family aren't exactly happy about that. So, and I don't blame them neither. I see that story. One of the families didn't. Yeah, they didn't open fire. Yeah, it's not. It's just it's Paddy Mayne's family mainly that aren't happy with how he's been portrayed. How are you doing, Kenny? Evening from the Arctic, Glasgow. Hello, Andrew. Andrew, you're where's it gone? I had them here earlier on. Oh yeah, these arrived in the post for me, so they will be coming up on a video. Thank you very much, Andrew, my little quartermaster. Um, there will be a video coming up. There is a process. There is a reason I needed specific 44 pattern water bottles. But yeah, they came. And thanks for the surprise that was inside that as well. And no, he didn't take a dump inside one of the water bottle pouches. Cool, thanks, David. Hi, Andrew. The main city. What temperature is it there, Andrew? I think it's about good to read it, Kenny. Hi, Stan. Okay, then where they were saying maybe -6. Jesus, I've never known an Irishman who takes a drink. I won't say we're not fond of a drink, or we're not taking a drink, but the that's the Hollywood stereotypical thing is about Irishmen is the drink and fight. We have been known to, but we're known for a lot more than that as well. Troubles Military, Gary, you are the guy with the UDR Museum in Armagh. Yes, Gary is the guy with the UDR Museum in Armagh. We have done a video on it. If you go through my collection of videos on the channel, you will see a video on his little museum. So yeah, pouring in a foxhole. You are living in another unit if unknown to history. What? Pulling in a foxhole. You are living for another unit is unknown to history. Yes, I was there about half a years ago. It's great. Yeah, he's got a fantastic little museum there. Fantastic little museum. I believe he's trying at the moment to open it up somewhere else, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see what happens. So yeah, the family of Paddy Mayne aren't exactly happy with what's going on at the minute, but we'll wait and see what goes on. Got the green light for stoners. I'll know more. Stonely, you're on about. Yes, I do hope to be there. It's 90% certain that I will be there, but we just have to keep working on the brownie points, if you know what I mean, Danny. But yeah, I hope to be in Stonely. If any of you know what Stonely is, it's a big military fair, I believe. I've never been there. Hopefully this will be my first time there, but yes, so far it looks like all good. I might have to take a drink. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be there. Actually, Danny, your boxes are on the way as well. Normally 500 stalls. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So it's going to be good if I can get there. We'll wait and see. Sorry, what's going on here? Um, yeah, it should be good. It should be good. Uh, I'm really looking forward to the upcoming season in England and in Ireland because I was at the Victory Show this year. I was at Yorkshire Wartime Experience. I was at Living History UK Festival. But yeah, it's about. I'm really looking forward to getting back over and meeting friends again, and because I know now what they're about, um, and it's like everything else. Everything's a learning curve. So I'm really looking forward to getting back over there. Hi, sorry, my phone is playing up a bit. Yes, I am indeed currently waiting on news on a larger premises. That's very good. I hope everything goes well for you, Gary, and I hope you do get that premises. Need lots of spending pennies. Channel meet up at the burger van. Yeah, if any of you are there at Stoneleigh, you're more than welcome to come and say hello to me. I might be there at Stoneleigh with La- Lazy Company. Okay, cool. If you come across me or if you see me, don't be afraid and come and say hello. Uh, um, Stoneleigh is a good gig. Take money. You might get some good kills. Yeah, I definitely will. If I do get over there, I'm 90% certain at the minute that I will get there, but we'll wait and see. Always wanted to get to Stoneleigh. It's heard it's amazing. Well, Andrew, you can always pop down on the train. It's you only live in Glasgow. I might go if the boys go. Ah, very cool, Dave. Yeah, just got my insurance sorted. Can't be a collector and not have gone to Stoners or Melvin regularly. Um, yeah, I will definitely try and get there. I will definitely try and get there. Um, yeah, I am looking forward to it. There's a few guys have told me like I have made a list. If I do for when I get there, I have made a list of little bits and pieces that I'm looking for. Uh, I'll probably end up like if I did have the money, if I did have the time, like if money wasn't an option, I know I'd end up having to rent a van to bring home all the gear that I'd buy, which would be absolutely ridiculous. But I am my plan for the next year is literally next year and a half. We'll wait and see. Is I am going to try and save as much as I possibly can because I do want to invest in a vehicle. Because I believe that by getting a vehicle, um, it's a good way to invest money because the vehicles aren't losing value as if anything they're going up in value. Um, so yeah, so that's my plan for the next year is to save and save and save and save and save. I'm torn between a Land Rover and a Jeep. I'm sort of leaning more towards the Jeep. But then you see, if I had a Land Rover, I could tow the Jeep. But we'll wait and see. Yeah, that's the big major plan for the next year and a bit is to save and save and save to see can I afford a Jeep. Yeah, I'm drinking. I'm drinking scalp. Your winners chat. Get a vehicle you can sleep in. Just saying. Um, yeah, I don't mind roughing it. I don't mind roughing it. I know two buddies of mine from the Combined Living History Forces group. Uh, they have Land Rovers converted. They can live in the back of them, and that's how they have their gear and everything in the back of them, and they just trek off with all that stuff in it. I'm looking. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Land Rover would be cheaper than a Jeep, but I don't know. I just have this thing about a Jeep. And it wouldn't be a standard Jeep neither. But yeah, we'll wait and see. You can live in a Lendy. Yeah, Andrew, that's a very, very good point. I could live in a Lendy. How is the Falklands project coming along? Falklands project uniform is pretty much correct. I have a 68 pattern pants got. I have a Hairy Mary shirt and a woolly pulley with no badges on it. I am currently waiting on some stuff to come from SOF to finish off the webbing, and I am waiting for stuff to come from What Price Glory. So hopefully they will all arrive in the next week or two. Oh, excuse me, Jesus. Where that yawn come out of? Hopefully they will start coming in the next week or two, and I can start putting the project together. If any of you don't know what the Falklands project is, I am trying to put together a basic quick impression that I will probably improve on in the future, but of a SAS operative in the Falklands. Thanks to Danny Reese, Herefordshire Regimental Museum, he has put me in contact with somebody who was in B Squadron, and he will be he's giving me pointers with the kit and stuff like that, which is great. Which is a very good tip for any of you that are talking about getting into reenacting or even collecting or anything like that. Is talk to the veterans; they're still around there. Because I collect post World War II. A lot of my collection is post World War II. I got Banner, Falkland, stuff like that. The veterans are still out there and they're still happy to talk about it. Land Rover plus tent attachment. Yeah, I am planning on next summer as well, when I go over to the Living History UK Festival, is I am planning on getting an officer's tent from SOF. Not sponsored by them now, YouTube or anything like that. I will be purchasing it. But yeah, so that will be my accommodation for the next couple of shows when I do get to England. Man, we are all getting older. Comfort kit becomes important. Yeah, that's it. I've had a Series 2 2A3 Land Rovers along with Defender Snatches and a Wimmick. Along with Jeeps, sadly, you rarely get interest with a standard 109 Landy at shows. Yeah, that's a very good point. I confirm with my chap is clothing and kit you wore in the Falklands. Oh yeah. I know. You were saying that he had interesting little bits, but what's coming from America is the SAS, the reproduction SAS Smock. I do have an original windproof one of them, but it's not an SAS in the 68 pattern. It's the later one. I could get away with it, but I just like the idea of having the 68 pattern SAS one. So that's coming. I do have 68 pattern pants. I have a beanie. I have Northern Ireland gloves. Things like that. So yeah. He didn't wear 68 pattern. 1 second now, hang on, let's catch up with it. How big is the tent, John? It's just a 2-man tent. Well, it's not 2-man tent, it's a wall tent, as far as I know. Well done for the shirt, Harry. You will find it ripples badly liquid most frequently. You sweat it as box fresh for too long. Where have it gone? He didn't wear 68 pattern. Civilian jogging bottoms under windproof trousers, t-shirt, jumper, and windproof smock under a civilian green Gore-Tex. Yeah, the problem is I have a windproof pants, but they're not exactly the easiest to put on. They're a bit tight on me, shall we say. So we'll see. It is a work in progress, so we will converse, and I have actually put some stuff together, and I have taken pictures of what I do have. So I should send them to you, and we'll see what happens. 68 pattern combats are below scale of issue. I've got spare windproof trousers if needed. I do have windproof trousers, but yeah. I remember going to Pebble Island in the Falklands on my R&R in '84. That was the island that they attacked. Yes, it was. They also did a raid on the mainland. Was it Pebble Island? I think it was the mainland. No, maybe I'm not wrong. Pebble Island was the Air Force base that they attacked, if I can remember correctly. But windproof trousers are known to be snug. They are. I don't know how they wore them over pantses. But, yeah. I like how Price Glory makes 68 pattern kit for us pile slayers. Yeah, they do. Thankfully, like 68 pattern kit is still readily available, but it's in small sizes. To get the big sizes and get modern sizes, it's getting more and more expensive. Where have we gone? Especially with jogger bottoms underneath. Yes, they would be very, very snug. I must dig them out. They're up there actually. I'll dig them down. I had them down, and I tried them on over my. Well, I was wearing jeans, and they were very, very tight over that. So we'll need to see what happens. Nice big sizes. Yeah, that's one good thing about What Price Glory is they're making men's sizes. Bolo is the army term for looking good. The Irish army for bolo is Gucci. That looks Gucci. Gucci is like that's a Gucci bit of kit. Or Jesus, look at your man with all the Gucci stuff on. Yeah, that is bolo. It is good. A P38 hidden in the windproof smock. I have actually been looking to see if I can find a Denex P38 or an Airsoft P38 around the place. So yeah. What is your 68 pattern kit size, John? I am in a jacket. I'm a 3, I think. I must double check, but I think I am. Ali or Gucci is the British Army terms. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, so you have Ali. Ali not so much. Gucci definitely. Ali not so much. Gucci is also a British Army term. Oh yeah. Saw a guy selling a Denex P38 at a fair last month. Oh bugger. There is a guy in Ireland, in Dublin, that he's the dealer of Denex stuff. I must hopefully try and get up soon to get it and see see what we can get. We are calling stuff Gucci way before Ali was a thing. Yeah. Gucci. Gucci was. I can remember always having Gucci around the place. Yeah. Size 3. Okay. Yeah, I must double check actually. Yeah, if I pull this mannequin down, because this jacket fits me perfect. And it's a 68 pattern. If the collars, if the tag is still on it. Look at that. It's bloody washed off. 1 second now. Put a bit of light on the subject. It might actually bring it back to life. Yeah, size 3. Nero. Size 3. That's jackets anyway. I can't remember pants. But I'm a 34 inch. Between a 34 and 36 inch waist. So if that helps. If any of you have the size chart there, you can figure out what that is. Umarex make a CO2 P38 pistol. I've got one. Oh, have you? I must look up the airsoft shops as well and see how they any around the place. This fair is up in Bangor. Yeah, are there regular fairs, military affairs in the north? Because if there are, I will make an effort to get up there one. But I I know there's one or two military shops up there. But can anyone fill me in? Is there military affairs, regular military affairs that come up, let's say every couple of months in the north? Bolo is a bit 1980s, but then I am of that age. Anyone push Jim on a charge for being late? Is Jim here yet? Come to think of it. Next Ukrainian convoy leaving the end of January. Any kit donations appreciated. Yes, guys, that's one thing actually I want to say to you. I have it here. Whoops, daisy. Oh, this is the start of my pile. Danny is running an appeal. Well, Danny is not running an appeal, but there is an appeal going on for anyone for kit going to Ukraine. Or anything pretty much, warm gear, boots, anything like that. There's a convoy going in January. I am putting stuff together to send to him. So if anything you think you might be able to use, send it to Danny. Much appreciated. Get in contact with him, Herefordshire Regimental Museums or Herefordshire Lad on TikTok if you're on TikTok. Also, we'll hopefully be having a charity auction at Festival for captured Russian kit and SF branded bottles of booze. Oh, very cool. Very, very cool. I didn't know that now. I have my stash of booze. Oh. Special Air Services. Special Air Service Regiment. Reserve Port from Taylor's. It'll never be drank unless I win Euro Millions or something like that. But yeah, because I know I'd never get another bottle of it. So there we go. That's hidden up there away from the small hands. Best to be in between sizes. It confuses enemy intelligence. Yeah, it does. It also confuses my clothing. It's not that great of military stuff. The one in Bangor is on every few months. The Denix dealer is there every time, I think. Okay. Might get up. Gary Bangor is on every Bangor is on every 2 months. Very cool. I must try and get up to it actually. Might be Jim's internet connection. I will WhatsApp him now. Nice, Dan. Pass on an email to him, John. I'll see what kit I have spare. Perfect, no problem. I'll give you Danny's email, Andrew. I need to give you Jake Brown's email and talk to you about that situation as well, about him coming to the festival with us. But yeah, we'll sort it all out. I told him Kenny is asking for him. Best keep the booze in strategic reserve. Yes. Any modern kit clothing, webbing, all appreciated. Yeah, so that's my pile that I have started putting together for Danny. That will be going on the next outing, shall we say, to Ukraine. So I have a waffle top. There's a couple of pairs of pants in it, and that's it really. So there we go. So I just put that to one side because that's going somewhere. What sort of kit exactly for Ukraine? Would basic 58 pattern webbing be useful? No, because they're all wearing battle vests over there and stuff like that. Don't worry about webbing. It's just if you have any modern camouflage stuff, any cold weather stuff, spare sleeping bags, anything like that. I think they even take civilian sleeping bags. They don't even have to be military sleeping bags. Yeah, so anything at all. Anything will be appreciated. I noticed the lack of carefree Ben's in the chat with no Jim. Watch video after John's live. Watch. Oh yeah. There is a video. I must have it somewhere. I do have. Oh yeah, sorry, that video. It's up there. Watch that video, and it'll show you what they need and stuff like that. Medical supplies also not out of date aid kits. out of date for tickets. Anything warm. Temperatures dropping to minus 45 at the minute. Jesus Christ, minus 45. What's the temperature here? It's minus 1 here, and I'm freezing. Yeah. So the video is up there. As you can see, Danny's pointing the message. Take down that link, copy that link, write on that link, do something to that link, write it down, and watch that video after the live. Not before the live, after the live. Ralph, hello, how are you? How are you keeping? I have some sleeping bags I can offload. We'll see what I have. Yeah, Dave, no problem. As I said, watch the video, look at the video, see what you do have, see what's around the place. If you don't have any, and then email Danny, Herefordshire Regimental Museums, and he'll be able to look after you. Or email me, because Danny's one of my best mates, and I'll be able to look after him, get in contact with him and stuff like that. And we can sort it out, everything. Do you know that what German? Do you know that the German KSK also used the Luftwaffe Diving Eagle in their lodge? Is that badge? I'm not sure what you mean. Actually, this thing, I haven't put it into Danny's box yet because I was hoping CJ was in today. Now, I don't think the frog is original, obviously, as you can tell, because it goes like that far on the thing. But it is on it a long time, because if you look, there's actually a mark around the frog where the frog just goes on this thing. Now, there's no markings or anything on the frog. So yeah, so I don't know if the frog is original. I doubt it, because it only goes to there, which would make the knife go like that. Yeah, but what it is, it's a bayonet. Now, I think it's a Yugoslavian bayonet. Now, there are numbers on it. On the sheet here, just here, you have, just there, you have 229, which is a serial number. On the sheet, then you have 40892. And I don't know if anybody can make that out. But there is a bit maker's mark there. Now, looks Russian. Camera focus. Nope. Nope. But yeah. So it's an interesting little bayonet, and I was hoping some of you might know what it's for. Everything works on it. It does have a weird lug like for a K98, but I don't think it's for a K98. But yeah, if any of you know what that is, let me know, because that's been gifted to somebody. And a hand in lots of ammo going AWOL. Shackle eye to red. To red leg Dodger 3. What is your 6 Vietnam radio chatter? I'm having internet connection problems. Broadsword to Denny. Bot over. Well, at least you're half alive, Jimmy. Or how's things anyway, Mr. Timbers? Broadsword calling Jimmy boy. It is a YOLO V. Okay, it's one of them ones. 44. Try the website bayonets of the world. Probably a Yugo M48. Hi Stan and Kenny brothers. Hello Jim, how are you? We have it all. Okay. So it's a Yugo. Alright, I'll look up that now in a while and see what gunner goes on. It does sound familiar, because I can remember somebody telling me that it was Yugoslavian, but I can't remember what it was for. But I know, yeah, there we go. But it's going to a friend of mine anyway for Christmas. Ruger van Frisch, the former colonel of the German paratroopers, also been arrested. He was a Reich citizen. Actually, there was a movie there I watched. I found it by chance on Netflix or one of them, and it was about the Israelis going after. Oh God, I can't think of his name now. It wasn't Eichmann. Was it Eichmann? No, I don't think it was Eichmann. Could have been Eichmann. They brought him back and tried him in Israel. What's the guy Ralph Eichmann? I can't remember. But they found him in Peru, basically. They sent in a Mossad team to take him out. Good film. Can't remember the name of it though. But yeah. So there we go. Hugo Bennett has a leather frog in brown leather. It does have a leather frog in brown leather. But it's obviously shrunk, or it's not the correct thing, because it's like, there's the bayonet, there's the catch for it, and it's all the way down here. But it has been on it for a while, because it's actually marked the scabbard of where it's been sitting on the frog. So yeah. Titchman? Was it Titchman they went after? I know they went after two. They killed one, and they brought the other fella back for trial. Only goo we got in Britain is pigeons talking over London. I can't remember the name of the film. Yeah, that's a Yugoslavian bayonet. I have the M56 bayonet that has the same type of frog. Oh, okay. So that is the proper frog then. Weird one to have it all the way down there. It looks repo to my drunk eyes. It probably is. The frog, it probably is reproduction. But it's been sitting on this bayonet for a long time. If it is a reproduction, because you can see all the way around it where it's marked. The actual scabbard. It's a nice little bayonet, actually, to the truth. Hasn't been sharpened. It's very. Kids, don't do that. YouTube, I am not showing how anything should be done, but yeah, so it's a nice little thingy. I've taken far too much shit from pigeons. Now I'm going to eat them. I'm off to Nelson's column for a feast. Pigeon in the there's a Polish dish called Głąbki, if I remember. That's basically translated as pigeon. Nest foot oil for leather makes it supple. Been feeding a leather scabbard for Martini Henry. What I actually use is mink oil. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, Danny. Mink oil seems to be. That's what I use, and it seems to be good. But neat's foot oil. I must look up that. Yeah, the frog are well tight. I had to soak mine in water first to soften it. Ah, okay. Hey, Era, have you heard about the British soldiers putting soda cans in their something ones triggers to make it fire in full auto? Is this true? I don't know. There are a few lads around there that could possibly answer that question, but I haven't heard of them changing stuff. You want about the L1A1s now, the SLR rifles? I know there was a way of making them go fully automatic, but I can't remember exactly how they used to do it, but they could do it. In the last episode of SAS Rogue Heroes, I will feature a Moroccan M60 tank. I will feature a Moroccan M60 tank that was supposed to be representing a German tank. Really a downer. Yeah, there's an awful lot of stuff in that series that could have been done better. On my command, unleash Jim Timber. I got a check bayonet the other day for the VZ58, I think, rifle. Ah, okay, cool. David Sterling as a mass man. As a mass man? Lurk can also use a matchstick in the trigger. Ah, I knew there was a way of doing it, but I wasn't sure whether it was a Coke can they used to use. But yeah. High grade Ralph on the news at 10. Jim Timber, the pigeon murderer of Trafalgar. Your case will be proceeding over to Judge Judy. Hi, Andrew, fellow Scott. My interest is not working. My internet is not working, so I hope you can see these messages. As I still want the Glen Lovett for. As I still want the Glen Levitt for. I don't know. I can't for Christmas. You're more than. There was talk about messing with the trigger, but I never actually seen anyone do it. I know it can be done. But I can't remember how they used to do it. I wasn't sure. Danny says that they used a matchstick, but I don't remember. I don't remember anything. I don't remember hearing stories about tops of cans of coke or anything. Right? The Tsar 58 bayonet is a soldier-proof bayonet, like the Mark IV bayonet, number 4 bayonet. Yeah, number 4 bayonet is very, very simple. It's just a steel rod with a spike at the end of it, which would be very hard for soldiers to break. But then again, they do try their best at breaking stuff. Modified L4 Bren mags work well in the SLR. They're the 30 round mag ones, if I remember, for the but they converted the Bren to 7.62 from 303. Actually, that reminds me, Kenny. While we're here, we will figure out what make my Bren is. Release the beast. It is a Mark 1. It looks like a D, 1942. What other markings are on it? I need to give this a good clean. Yeah, I can show you there. I can remember the maker of it at some point in time, but I can't remember it now. There you go. There's the Mark 1. Is it a D or a G? D. With a line through it, 1942. Can't remember the maker. It is a nice prop. It's a heavy prop. But yeah. I'll sit down there for a while. Because I'm going to clean you after this live before I put you away. Where have we gone? We're missing the makeup. They killed my Kenny. Guy I talked to once said about swapping parts from the FN file and putting them into the SLR. It would shoot full auto. I don't think it would, because you'd have to change the bolt, you'd have to change the sear, you'd have to change the safety catch. So yeah, so you'd have to change a lot of parts. The use of such tank ralphs in the 1960s films movie gag. Was it Land Rovers that they converted to Jeeps for a bridge too far that an awful lot of people were giving out about? So, yeah. Sorry, one second, where's my yoke again? Cheers, Dave. I've actually quit quite small. I thought it would be grand size, but not so. A nice movie prop, John. Yeah, it is a nice prop. It's my only actual DIAC. Everything else is airsoft and stuff like that. Generally considering going to an event as Mishka and accusing people of pigeon murder after staking a decoy in the bag on the sky. It's an Enfield. Is it an Enfield? Enfield brand. It's an E with an D. Is it? Is it easy? Oh. Actually, you're right. It is an E with an D. Oh. Oh. E with an D. It's an Enfield Mark 1. Thank you very much. So there we go. So we know it's an Enfield Mark 1. Over we go. You can see why the modern sized fella stand up with a gun in squad. You can see why the medium sized fella send up the gun in squad when you were in. Yeah, I used to carry the mag actually, the GPMG at one stage, which is 23 pounds. I used to carry that a lot. I liked it. Mark II barrel, nice to still have Mark 1 legs. Yeah, I think the barrel actually can come off if I remember. Maybe not. No, can't come off. But yeah. Yeah, I really like this. The barrel isn't the same as the gun though, I don't think. You could like it could be managed from there. The one good thing I like about this gun is it still has the kudunk. Put it down again. The guy who's plays Churchill in SAS look more like Master Hughes from Dead's Army. I think SAS Rogue Hero should be seen as a comedy. Yeah, I wouldn't say it should be seen as a comedy, but the historical aspect of it is a bit lacking in certain aspects. But yeah, it is a good entertaining show. Don't get me wrong, it is a good entertaining show. Troubles won't work with FN file as metric and SLR Imperial. Yes, that would be a very good point actually, Danny. Tim will eat well. Nice prop again. It is a nice prop. I do really like this. Don't think I'd ever sell this. My inert is really spoiling my fun. My internet is really spoiling my fun. Hilarious that Orange sells it. Fun box. I know that was something completely different. That belongs on a pretty. Jim. SAS Rogue Hero, see the Paddy Main came across as a bit of a drunken PTSD soldier from the Rambo line. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. His family aren't exactly happy with how he's been betrayed, but hopefully in the next series it has been confirmed that they will be doing a series 2. So hopefully in the next series 2 they will fix all the wrongs that they did in series 1. Sorry, ends up not standing up. Standing up? Sorry, ends up not standing up. Having clunk shows class in your props. It does actually. Only got my brain out at Christmas and birthdays. Yeah, I do. I'm going to give this a quick clean of a Scotch cloth and give it an oiling before I put it back. But it's still in very, very good condition. I do have two of these things for it. I'm afraid the transit box is going to fall down now on top of me. I have two of these for it. I had planned on getting a box of them, because I know people that do have boxes of them. To be a member of the Combined Living History Forces group, though, you have to have a brain. Every single one of us own a brain, which is quite funny. Which is Andy's group that I'm associated with or part of as well. Toasted crumpet. Oh, I have toys too. Who among us has watched the 3 seasons of Das Boot? I haven't actually. I started watching it, but I hate reading subtitles. So yeah. Hello, baby. Steel helmet Stan. Yeah. Just before I put this down again. Now that the mag is on it. Ka-dunk. Really, really, really is nice. Hello, baby. Steel helmet Stan. Yes, everybody, watch that video that Herefordshire Regimental Museum has just put up. It is about a collection drive or equipment that is being collected to go to Ukraine by ex-service members. So please watch that video. Email me then after the video if you do have equipment that I can send to Danny that we can get to these people. So please guys, watch that video. Only the movie Ralph, where have we gone? Only the movie Ralph, of the best German films ever. Only the movie reference. One of no brain oddly, but there's other toys. Email John after the live to contact me. All appreciate it. Yes, please guys, please. All donations appreciated. Yeah, it's even funnier when everyone in the group took a brain to a show and nothing else. 6 brains on our display. That'd be very, very funny. Nice prop. I love this prop. Says I say that a pure young lady might pursue them. Any mother and kit don't want or surplus to your. Yeah, exactly. They do need it more than we do, guys. So if you have any surplus or anything like that you don't need or don't want, please get in contact with me. I will get in contact with Danny, and we'll get that stuff shipped to them. Because they need it more than we do at the moment. Das Boot is worth sticking with. It is like drinking. You have to learn it. It's a long way to Tipperary. It's a long way to Tipperary. What do you think is the best Bundeswehr uniform, Luftwaffe, Army, or Navy? Oh, that is a trick question. Well, the Army's dress uniform, like all their dress uniforms, are pretty much the same as the Germans of World War II. They just minor changes. I do like the grey one, the dress grey Bundeswehr one, but it's a hard one. To fire from the hip, want to unclip the legs. You can hold it to one side. Oh, you mean the Rambo trick? Ugh. Come up here now to me. And I just took the mag off with my leg. So there we go. Why won't my legs come off? There we go. You'll never take me alive, copper. The Rambo trick. There we go. Best Luffy is Air Force. The Bundeswehr has a Marine uniform that looks superb. I can't remember, have I seen the Bundeswehr Marine uniform? Best Bundy is Air Force. Mistake. Instructor. Scunt is a funny one. Nice prop, John. Don't you have anything smaller? I do actually. The smallest prop I probably have would be a pistol, a Webley revolver pistol. Best Bundy is Kelly Bundy. I got a Martini Henry for sale. Yes, guys, he does actually have one for sale. If anyone is looking for a Martini Henry, get in contact with Herefordshire Regimental Museum. It's deactivated YouTube, by the way. I keep forgetting these things. Yes, the ceremonial uniform looks good. Very Kriegsmarine-like. Oh, I must look up that uniform. Sorry, Marine, as in the Navy. Yeah, I know what you mean, word Ralph. It's a prop. Yes, it is a prop, guys. It is a prop. Right, guys, that's it. We're at the usual hour. We're 56 minutes. So I'll give you 5 minutes. Any of you want to throw a question or two at me, you're more than welcome. Just while I'm putting this beast of a tank away. My dear friends, I have to depart here as my internet is not providing. Speedlish tells me piss off. No problem, Jim. Just stay safe, stay warm, and we'll see you again. Actually, can anyone tell me why this happens? Because on my one, I can move the handle from this side to this side, and I don't know why. Because you can't. You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to put it at this side altogether, because it interferes with the side. It should only stay on that side. So I don't know why it does that. Maybe it's just the way it's been deactivated or something. I don't know. How many brain reps can you do? Oh, yeah, one way of getting exercise. Herefordshire Regimental Museums, can I ask a ballpark figure? 5. I think he's looking for it. Stan. Bye, Jim. Deact barrel. Yeah, it must be the Deact barrel. It must be the way they deactivate the barrel. 500 of your finest Queen's heads, because Charlie's not on the notes yet, is he? That's another thing, actually. When will Charlie be on the notes? How long will that take? I still want to bring this over someday for the crack, over to England, and mount it to the side of Jenny's Jeep, just for the shits and giggles. So where would you mount it to? Probably have to mount it to here. And take out that pin, wouldn't you? No. That's a very good question. Where would you mount it to? You have to mount it to there. And put back in that. Next time, Jim. 5 camels then. 5 camels, 4 chickens, and 3 goats. War movie tip, go to hell. Go tell the Spartans, 1978. 1 second now. He's on coins now. Oh, is he? Charlie on coins now? With Brett Lansher. Thanks for that. Unfortunately, I've just spent about that on other stuff for Christmas. I was curious as I keep an eye out on prices. I've only seen those at around 7 to 8. 500 is a good price. John, you should be able to pull the handle towards the mag. Well to extend for firing. Oh, you mean that? Yeah, this one. Yeah, that works. Yeah, so you can do that, but I can't understand why it goes that way, and it goes that way. I don't know why. Now there are 3 holes here, so I'm just wondering, is it part of the way it's been deactivated? That's another way of hip firing it. Sell the helmet stand. No, don't sell your helmet stand. Stand, steel helmet stand can hold or per payment. Jesus, then you're mad to get rid of that yoke, aren't you? Later, guys, it's normal to was joy to type badly, many typos and such, which you find humorous. Dave, no problem, have a good one. No, Andrew, I can't do that. I haven't finished with helmets yet. Still more to buy. Stopping at 70. You're not far off it now, I'd say. You said you were going to stop at like 30, and then I betted you to go to like 50, and you did that. So you're not going to stop at 70 to stand. So forget about it. You can lock it to one side. 2. Can I? I can't remember. I've been counting my military radios, telephones. Now I have something around 45. Yes, I'm a real nerd when it comes to radios. That's not being a nerd. Who Dares Wins. Mounting point on Brent is under bipod legs, and on rear butt should be a quarter turn fastener. Oh, this one as well. Yeah, that's there. There should be a handle, if I remember correctly, on this mark of tripod of Bring, but I can't remember. I think they were changed. If the hat fins keep us down. Unfortunately, Dave, most of them do not. Yes, because Stan has a big head. No, I'm only joking. Looking for an 80s Bundy radio, rare bit of kit. I actually have a Bundeswehr PRC 60 or a Prick 66. That is German. That is Bundeswehr. So there you go. Goes the other way as if the missing goes the other way as to you're missing allocating bar and spring instead of the inside of the handle. Ah, okay. So that's what's wrong. Okay, fair enough. Cheers, Danny, but I will have to wait until my wife goes down after Christmas spending. The Monday of the Green Beret. The melody of the Green Beret, Sergeant Barry Sadler. Unfortunately, the guy that wrote the melody of the Green Beret, do you know that song? When 40 men will test today. He became a mercenary and everything after Vietnam, but he died of pinch, or he died of pauper. if I remember correctly, from Legend, as Legend have it. Stan loves a helmet, but prefers it to fit. On that note, right, guys, I'm going to leave it. I love you and Levy, and I'll see you all next week at 8 o'clock. So it'll be Friday, 8 o'clock next week. If anyone wants to call in and say hello, you're more than welcome. Stay safe out there. Stay wrapped up. It is cold, and stay away from the old COVID. And have a good weekend, guys. And I'll see you all next week. Oh, and I forgot. If you want to get in contact with me about the drive for Ukraine, and you want to send surplus stuff, please email me. The email is all on top of all the videos of on my channel. Email me what you have and how to get it to Danny, and I'll tell you how to get it to Danny and stuff like that. The next stuff to go is in January. So there you go. Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you all later.